Madagascar on 4K is my next physical media review here. I'm doing. Yeah, I really pre-ordered this not because I this was a movie that I thought would be a huge upgrade on 4K, but just because I wanted to watch this again, and I was like, might as well get on 4K. I do have the full set of these. I do have some complaints about this release, but we'll get into that. Let's talk about the movie, of course. It is crazy. This movie is 20 years old now. This movie came out 2005. I did not see this movie when it came out. I was about three. So, or no, I was two when this movie came out because I was born in 2003. Um, and I remained never seen this one for a long time, which is odd because I saw Madagascar 2 in theaters. I remember that very fondly and having the McDonald's toys or whatever. I also remember us never owning Madagascar 2 in the house for a long time because that was a movie I always kind of wanted to rewatch for a long time, never got to. I only saw it in the theater. But yet somehow stuck in my memory. Maybe because a lot of the ads for that movie were everywhere as a kid. I don't know. I remember seeing part 3 in theaters, actually a couple different times. I'm not really sure why we saw it a couple times. I think we took family members. It was a fun movie. I like Madagascar 3. But yeah, I just for whatever reason we never watched the first movie or had copies of it. And then back in the day, they used to have $5 DVDs at Walmart, and well, Madagascar was one of them. I bought it years ago, and yeah, it was a great time. So yeah, honestly, um, the I hadn't seen it in a while. I don't tend to rewatch this movie quite often, but yeah, rewatching this movie, what the fuck even is this movie? This movie's wild. Because the concept of this movie, right, from inception is clearly what if zoo animals got released in the wild? But it's kind of just an absurdist comedy movie with, like, so much strange humor. Like, King Julian's weird voice that Sacha Baron Cohen does is hilarious. But there's all kinds of like weird pop culture references in this movie about Planet of the Apes and shit. It's so funny. There's there's gags galore in this movie. This is a movie where if you don't laugh at one gag, there's probably another one that's really gonna get you. And I felt that definite points in this movie, but there's so many bizarre jokes with these characters. And also, I love how the plot of this first movie is about Alex realizing he's a fucking lion, and without his steaks that he gets at the zoo, he just wants to fucking eat his zebra friend. But then they just kind of get over that by the end of the movie, and they do kind of explain it, but it's also kind of weird considering the rest of the franchise. He just tried to fucking eat him. It's just like it's a crazy movie. This is also a movie that was never really resolved by the end of the movie because they want to get back home to the zoo, and then the second movie follows that up directly, and they do a couple other ones. But it's just crazy. This movie's all over the place. It's got a great voice cast. Jada Pinkett Smith is not great, but you have what's the guy from Friends name? I'm forgetting his name. What's his name? David Schwimmer. There he is. Ben Stiller's here. Chris Rock's here. Ben Stiller is so good as Alex the Lion. I do think the animation, though, it doesn't hold up great. It's pretty bad, actually. Um, it's you see like Alex's mane here, like how it's not like it's just a block of fur and not like a flowing mane. That's because they were lazy. Like genuinely, these character designs are pretty lazy. It's not hard to look at. It works for the style of humor they're doing, but you can tell there's a lot of laziness involved with the animation. And considering this is the oldest of the franchise, it definitely looks the worst and all over the place. So I don't know. I like this movie. Now let's talk about the 4K. I don't think there's anything different here from the Blu-ray. It says Madagascar, penguins and caper, Mad Mishaps, Meet the Wild Cast, Wild Seeds, Tekken Madagascar, Penguin Cast. Like, all this stuff is, I believe, stuff was actually from the DVD as well. Could be wrong, but there's not much of an upgrade or special features. But I don't think most people care. This is like a family movie, so it's really just the picture quality, and the picture quality is great. I was really shocked how much of an upgrade this movie is. I think part of it is when they upgrade these earlier DreamWorks movies, their Blu-rays and DVDs were never in the correct aspect ratio, like Shrek, for example. So it's kind of a massive upgrade. I feel like it does a lot to enhance the picture, but also does a lot to highlight how dated the animation is. So I think that's kind of a negative on these. Like, hey, some people might not like that. But at the same time, it really fucking looks fantastic and upgrades everything that I really could never go back to the Blu-ray, but I could see some people not necessarily feeling that way. But I definitely think this is a huge improvement and an upgrade over the Blu-ray. And if you've never seen this movie in 4K, I think you're kind of missing out if you love this movie like I do. Great time rewatching this. But Universal's on a hot streak with the Ben Stiller 4K releases because this came out, and next month I get Meet the Parents. So we'll talk about that in a video. But great release from Universal. Check that one out. Let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.